Shalom, cosmic family. The cosmic professor is here today to talk about the Neptune and Jupiter conjunction in the sign of Pisces. Okay, this is a once in a lifetime aspect because Jupiter and Neptune conjuncts every 13 years. However, the last time they conjuncted in the sign of Pisces, this was 166 years ago. Okay, so it is a big deal because this is an energy that you will only experience once in a lifetime. So it's important that we make the most of it. Okay, and I think it's literally the best timing because we could really use this Jupiter, Neptune, and Pisces conjunction. All right, now Neptune and Jupiter here are in luck because they're in their home sign, okay? The sign that they rule. Neptune is the modern ruler of Pisces and Jupiter is the ancient ruler of Pisces. However, they both adapt like philosophies, okay? They both are kin to Pisces. They deal with basically the same matters, okay? It can just vary a little bit on the side of Jupiter, but nonetheless, it still goes into the same bucket, all right? So, why is this Neptune and Jupiter conjunction in Pisces so special? Because right now we have many different wars going on in the world, and Neptune and Jupiter in the sign of Pisces, or just in general, matter of fact, normally when they're conjunct, they're great. You'll see it time and time again. They're great at bringing peace, okay, and negotiations. Because you have Neptune, the planet that connects us with the infinite source, that loves to dissolve boundaries, okay, loves to help us connect with our higher self. It is literally the peace bringer, okay? And you have Jupiter, the planet of good faith, good spirit, right? Wisdom, the planet of good fortune, the planet of luck, all right? And now they're merging energies in the sign of Pisces, which is all about helping others. It's the energy that helps us connect with, like, it helps us feel one with those around us, okay? It's just like Neptune, it dissolves boundaries, okay? And that's why Pisces energy is so sensitive, because you feel a lot, okay? There's a lot with our emotions, our feelings, right? The energy of love, right? Or the energy of our crown chakra that connects us with everything. And so when you have those two energies merging together, it helps us to make peace with each other, okay? Now, in 1856, the month of March, when Jupiter and Neptune conjuncted in the sign of Pisces, you had Russia actually deciding to declare a treaty or deciding to end the war, right? Both sides made this decision actually to end war between them, okay? This was the Russian war against the France and Ottoman Empire, okay? You can look this up. And during that same month, a few days before actually, Nepal and Tibet signed a treaty between each other, okay, to end war that they had going on. So it left it so that a lot of families, they can have peace and both sides can benefit, right? We can become one, we can unite instead of fight each other, right? And so that's what it's all about. It's all about that energy of unification, right? Because what Jupiter is doing is expanding on Neptune's energy of connecting us with source, with spirit, that vast energy, right? It's a vast energy of what I would call, it's like you're feeling in your spiritual body, right? You're not in your mental mind. It's not an energy that runs up here, but it's energy that is unseen, right? It's like the collective web that connects us with each other, right? So it's basically a higher vibration of the planet Venus, which is, planet Venus is all about love and beauty, okay? So if you exalt that energy there, that's Neptune for you. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely a time where peace can be found between both sides, Russia and Ukraine. Okay, so, but because this is the conjunction, it doesn't necessarily mean that it'll manifest right away. It can manifest during the separating aspect. However, there will be some sort of, I'm sure, help or aid, okay? Or some sort of turning point to lead this war in a direction where it'll come to a close, okay? So, and of course, we've already been seeing that in little ways, which just builds momentum to that energy, gives strength to that energy. Okay, and interestingly enough, the last Jupiter and Neptune conjunction in 2009, right, the Sri Lankan government actually ended 26 years of fighting with the LTTE group, okay? So Jupiter and Neptune, when they conjunct, they are notorious, okay? They are famous for bringing peace between two sides, okay? Now, I will disclose a few more events that happened during those times to give you a better idea, and then I will give a little bit of my own take of what I see. So, in 1856, when Neptune and Jupiter conjuncted in Pisces, there was a few different interesting events, and I already disclosed two of the like, with Russia forming the treaty between France and the Ottoman Empire, and Nepal forming a treaty with Tibet. Another interesting event that occurred was Mount Everest receiving its name. It was measured before, a few years before. That's where they did the survey for it, but it gained its name by from George Everest, who actually initiated the project. But in 1856 was the year that the successor of George Everest decided to give it its name and also disclose its height. And once its height was disclosed, it easily became the tallest mountain in the world. Okay, and now when you're dealing with Jupiter, the largest planet in the solar system, right? And you're dealing with Neptune, a vast energy, then you, of course, would expect discovery, or not really a discovery because it was discovered before that, but something like that to be appropriately showcased with the world, right? And another event that caught my eye was the accidental discovery of synthetic dye, and how that led to a new era in the chemical industry, right? Which now we use to turn natural resources from the earth into products different products, such as plastic, such as oil for cars, and it makes life convenient for a lot of people. There are better ways in which we can maneuver with this advantage, which hopefully this Neptune and Jupiter conjunction in the sign of Pisces can bring, so that there can be longevity for the earth, right? There can be healing brought to the earth. I think that's actually more than likely for some sort of solution to be in the works during this time, right? So that way we can continue to bring conveniency towards others to experience ease, right? But at the same time experience ease and make it so that there is no harm being done, right? So this is kind of like a return there, and for things to be taken up to the next level. So those are the interesting events in 1856 that caught my attention, and only one caught my attention for the last Jupiter-Neptune conjunction 13 years ago, and that was the end of the Sri Lankan war with the LTTE group. And now I just want to give my take on the energy, and I feel like this is a time where you'll want to pay attention to your dreams, okay? Because I feel like we will receive a lot of wisdom and insight. We'll have a lot of interesting dreams collectively at this time, okay? It can be visions of the future. It could even be visions to benefit your own life. So I would, if you don't like writing down your dreams, this is one time I would recommend writing and journaling what you dream, and even being intentional about receiving messages in your dream, because it will benefit you, okay? You'll be surprised what you receive, because Neptune rules dreams and meditation and higher visions, okay? And Jupiter rules wisdom and fortune, okay? You could even receive lucrative ideas from your dreams at this time, okay? So that is important to keep in mind. All right. I do see this as well as a time where a lot of people will be seeking peace. Okay. So it's a great time to reach people. If you've been concerned about somebody that has been on the wrong path for a while, or they've kind of been in an energy of delusion, it can be a time to bring them inspiration, right? From a simple, genuine conversation from the heart. It can be a great time to help lead them, okay? To help them find clarity, to help them tap into higher inspiration. And that'll happen naturally for a lot of people at this time. A lot of people at this time, they will be receiving visions and, they'll be receiving visions of higher inspiration, okay? So that's very exciting, and I do feel like it's a time for our dreams and visions to actually thrive, because again, Neptune rules dreams and our inner creativity, right? Our natural, beautiful expression, and Jupiter is the benefactor, or the planet of good fortune and good spirit, okay? Also expansion. So those dreams and visions that you have that aren't manifest, right? They have a chance now to gain momentum, right? To actually become something that will fruit in time to come, okay? So it is definitely a time to follow your inspiration. All right, it's definitely a great time to tap into your creativity. This can be a time also where people are discovering spiritual gifts that they have, innate gifts and abilities, right? It doesn't have to be spiritual. It could just be gifts that you didn't know that you have, that you are meant to share with the world, that you're meant to heal others through, okay? So I'm excited for that, for many people, okay? And to balance out the conjunction aspect, I do want to say this is a time where also a lot of people can be feeling lost, like they don't have any direction, right? Or they're lost in their own dilemma, okay? Or in their own what they call delusion, okay? So it's definitely a time, if you've been feeling like that, to ground yourself, okay? Ground yourself, connect back with the earth, connect back with reality, and do your best to be present in your body, okay? Do your best to be mindful and to move forward in a mindful manner, so that way you can see where it is that you are going, okay? Because it is a time, like I said, where people can receive a lot of new inspiration or higher inspiration that'll lead you in a great direction. So if you've been lost, this is a great time to be intentional about direction, okay? So yeah, I'm excited for that, for those who are going through that at this time. And overall, this is a time where I feel like many people will be in good spirit. They will feel connected with their goals, their dreams, and aspirations. Okay, and if you're moving off of inspiration, if you're moving off of dreams and visions that are meant to benefit others, when the next time when Jupiter and Neptune conjunct again in 13 years, right, that return, you will definitely reap fruit from that, okay? You will benefit. So definitely keep that in mind, all right? And this is also a time where you'll experience a lot of synchronicities to help you around your dreams and visions, okay? The right people coming in at the right time, soulmates, in a romantic aspect, soulmates in a soul family aspect, even teachers just coming in to teach you, because again, those are two planets about wisdom, higher wisdom, okay, in conjunct of the sign that deals with wisdom, love, and an energy that is hard to explain with words, okay? So be open to connecting with teachers and people that are meant to come into your life to benefit you, okay? Because they will bring you a lot of blessings. They will help take you to the next level in your life, all right? This energy, I believe, will be present all the way into the middle of May, I believe. And then it'll start to, of course, lose its power. And I do believe it will be losing a bit of its power through that time to the middle of May. And then, of course, it'll probably not be in range anymore. But it will definitely be a beautiful time, especially we have a Libra full moon building up this month, okay? I believe it's on the 16th or the 18th. I didn't exactly check the date, but it's somewhere in that margin. But it's okay, because that energy is here to bring harmony to our relationships, okay? That energy here is here to help us attract more people that are resonant with our values, okay? Bring people in that are here to help you receive your value, okay, and to embrace your value. So I believe it's a really beautiful time. It's literally no better time, and with the Libra full moon and Jupiter and Neptune conjunct, for us to be able to mediate situations, okay, bring beautiful outcomes to situation, because Libra too is the mediator. Libra rules the scales, which is all about justice, balance, harmony, okay? So it is definitely a wonderful time for many to experience peace that they've been looking for, to create peace, okay? It's an opportunity to create peace in your life, but you just have to be open and receptive to energy and see where it is leading you and where you need to go. But through that, you have to connect with your intuition. It has to come from inside of you, okay? You have to understand that, and not just understand, okay? Not just understand here. So that is my breakdown and take on the Jupiter and Neptune conjunction. I hope that it brings you all the peace that you've been looking for and that higher inspiration, okay? That sense of guidance, purpose, and higher purpose. Okay, so thank you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.